Amechi, good morning. Good morning, my colleagues, and good morning, dear listener. Quickly, let us know that the Supreme Court will be delivering a ruling on the Taraba PDP governorship candidate. One of the aspirants had taken the matter to court over saying that the candidate did not obtain certain forms to qualify him to be the PDP candidate in Taraba State. Amechi, before Hizute comes with the soundbite from the street, it's disturbing to note that, including myself, over 5 million Nigerians have not collected their PVC, over 800,000 in Oyo State, over 500,000 in Edo State, and about 15 other states have this large number of persons that have not collected their PVC. Today is the 3rd of February, just 2 days remaining to the extension of the PVC distribution and collection. I think I'll use myself to ask those that have not collected. Yes, the issue of getting the new Naira note is biting hard. People cannot think straight right now, Amechi. I don't know, maybe INEC will still consider further shift in date, maybe by 1 week, because the Naira, people struggling to collect Naira has distracted a lot of people. Children go to school late. Parents cannot get money to buy little things. There are some traders that will never accept transfer from you. There are some malls that will never accept you to use your ATM because they tell you it has been hanging. And we have said severally, there is a CBN regulation that said that if you transfer money and the money gets stuck, that bank where the thing is hanging will be charged. That policy or that regulation has not been implemented, and I'm telling you for free that 1,000,001 Nigerians' money have been stuck, and that policy that the CBN said a bank will pay 10,000 naira for penalty has not been implemented. And now we're looking at the new Naira design in effort to ensure that we have a cashless policy.
Abulu, please, you have the next less than 72 hours to go and collect your PVC.
Abulu, have you collected your PVC?
I will not join you or join anybody to call for extension of collecting of PVC.
Abulu, have you collected your PVC?
I'm among the over 5 billion people that have not collected, and I don't have cash. I don't have Naira note to take transport to go and collect.
Even if we extend it till February 25, they will still not collect.
You must be a good ambassador.
I'll collect today and I'll show it to you on Monday.
Yes, beautiful. We'll be glad to welcome it. Take it here.
Indeed, we look forward to that. Like I said, you have less than 72 hours because it ends on Sunday. So if you have not collected, please go to the INEC local government office where you collected. Even the INEC office that was burnt in
Anambra.
Is it Anambra?
Yes, Anambra.
In Anambra State. Unfortunately, a police building has been burnt there this morning. In Obosi, in Onitsha again, sadly. So even that particular local government, INEC is making arrangements for them to, continue with the color. And good enough, INEC bought into the idea some of us gave for free, that they should get fire-resistant safe, and that's what they've done. And the PVCs are safe. So there is no reason why anybody, after all this long extension and all of that, will not collect. Amechi, the issue of the withdrawal, the cash, and all of I think we need to understand one thing. Clearly, if we had 3.3 trillion naira in circulation as cash before now, and CBN has gotten a good chunk of it back.
The last time they told us 2.4 trillion.
So if they've gotten that back, we need to also understand, because what the governor also said in December was that there will be little cash in circulation. So if we had 3.3...
So is it intentional?
Yes,
to mop up and not to release similar quantity back?
When you are going cashless, definitely you can't have the same point. That's the point I'm making. If we have 3.3, we are not going to have 3.3. Maybe half or even less than half of that. Because from what we knew, at some point they said they printed 500 million. Of the new notes, they printed another 500 million, so we're talking of 1 trillion. I don't know whether an addition has been added to that. So we need to, it's difficult to change because we're used to the way of life. It has become, cash has become a way of life for us. So it's going to be a difficult one, to make.
And this is the time for those innovators that will invent payments solutions. I've gone to several countries of the world. By mere flash of your phone and you scan the code, you make payment. It's as easy as that.
You know.
But the rural folks, how many of them have this Android or iOS phone?
That is what we need to work on moving forward, you know, finding solutions. If we go to East Africa, Kenya, you know, and all of that, we know of all these mobile money transfer and a number of things that they do, you know, so that should be able to work with the POS that we have around. We also know that the number of persons, they were telling me a story of someone, or a family that has sent money to their mother in the village. When they were changing the money, she had about 60,000 cash at home, and she called the children and said, please come and collect this, find a way to get this money back, because she doesn't have an account. Because once they send the money, yes, they send to a POS operator, she just goes there and collects it. You know, so we'll definitely, you know, over time, we'll find solutions to this. And the banks also need to, you know, improve on the infrastructure that they have, so that, you know, all these failed transactions, you know, and all of that will not be there, and encourage the process. But one important thing is, I think Nigerians are not angry or not unhappy that, you know, the CBN is mopping up this money, that we're going cashless. Nobody is, I'm not sure they are. You know, the challenge now is how to assess, you know, the cash as it were. But we also need to understand that we have to develop the culture of carrying less cash. Good enough, somebody yesterday, even the officer was telling me, this has forced her to be disciplined. That in the last 1 week, she's not sure she has spent up to how much, you know, but before now,
if she sees a hawker selling one hot pastry by the roadside, you just be smiling and salivating. You can transact.
You know, so we need to. It's a culture. It's a new culture, and I think we should imbibe it moving forward. That's the point.
Ehizoje Momo, just sweating while rushing back to the studio from the streets. What did you find out?
Good morning, Amechi. Good morning, colleagues, and good morning, listener. Well, Amechi, it's not yet different. It's not different from what we've been seeing. I want to begin with the directive. You know, yesterday, the statement that was sent by the Director of Corporate Communications, you know, directing banks that
of the CBN,
of the CBN, that the CBN governor. I want to just give us a summary of what that statement, you know, what he had. Pay 20K over the counter. This is more
20,000.
20,000.
This is a woke generation.
Pay 20,000 naira over the counter. This is more like I call it it's one of the ways that the CBN is trying to, because they have devised a lot of means. We had payments over the counter before, Amechi, but you know what was happening? It was going to the hands of the big men. But in the course of
in the
course of this analysis this morning, I'll tell you that has not changed, Amechi. Inside the bank, that's what I found out this morning, and you will hear it from somebody who saw it and what he's paying. But summary of that statement: pay 20,000 over the counter. The CBN also raised concern that people are selling the redesigned notes, which is also something that I found out this morning.
So tell us, how many banks did you visit?
I since about 7 a.m. I've gone round. I was at I was majorly at Wuse 2. I was
in Abuja.
Wuse 2 in Abuja. Those who know the AP Plaza area, I was along that axis. I was at the GT Bank. I was at the Echo Bank.
What did you experience at the first one? What did you call it?
I was at the Echo Bank branch opposite Discovery Mall, and that's where I spoke to this customer who expressed serious anger after going inside in line with the CBN directive to try to withdraw 20,000 from the counter. All right, so that's
that in his presence they
paid out. They gave out. They were paying bulk. Let's see if we can.
Okay.
Okay,
so the manager, according to him, of what bank?
Of the Echo Bank branch opposite Discovery Mall in Wuse 2,
Against the
against the
CBN
CBN directive of 20,000. They paid to 4 persons. When the other persons who were in the queue, the manager said he got a call from above that they should start paying for 5,000. However, what they also saw, like you heard from him, not from me, was that some big men came in, collected money in bulk in
I heard him say quantum.
Yes, in quantum, and the man just come, collect and go. So that's one incident. Also, what you find out is that the POS agents are also becoming they're serving a need, but they're becoming a problem.
Are they a problem? Because a POS operator wrote to us and it's good. He wrote and offered explanation, but continue.
So this other person who I spoke to explained what is happening at the GT branch.
Right now we are at GT Bank, Minokano Crescent by AP Plaza, Osetu. People have been here since morning, crowded the ATM machines, and it's dispensing though, but the service of the ATM is slow. GT to GT card is 10,000 disbursement, then other banks transaction is 5,000 maximum. But I think it's a process. The more problem is the POS operators. They come with multiple cards, trying to collect as much as they can at the maximum of different differentials, then go out and start asking for people to buy from them. So people that are actually legitimate users are finding it difficult because of the POS operators. But the bank herself has been a little bit, I'll give them 50%.
Okay, so this bank is
GT Bank just near the AP Plaza. Now
they were paying 5,000.
5,000
across the counter.
At the ATM. No, this time now at the ATM.
Okay.
At the ATM. And the ATM is supposed to get 20. You're supposed to also get 20. Now the other experience which I had, and I have the money here, is 2,000 naira which I was able to withdraw. Chris for 500 naira note.
Do 500 naira note.
I was able to withdraw this at the EcoBank branch. But you know what, Amechi? You can only withdraw 1,000 naira if you don't have an EcoBank card in that branch. But if you have an EcoBank card, you can withdraw. Opposite Discovery Mall in Wusetu. You'll be able to withdraw 10,000 each withdrawal, then 20,000 naira in all. Now, when you withdraw 1,000, you have to withdraw 10 times for you to reach that 10,000 limit. So it means that after the third withdrawal, you get the 35 naira. You have to deduct 35 naira. So another 335 in that bank branch. Also at the FCMB branch, I got the number. My number is 157, Amechi.
Oh, that number for what?
Number on the queue, yes, 157. For ATM queue. And they have not started. The ATMs have not started dispensing as at 8:45 a.m. Keystone branch also in Wusetu not dispensing as at 8:47 a.m. Amechi, you'll be shocked at what is happening. What I observed, some internal security operators are actually aiding these POS guys. Some internal security staff of banks are aiding POS operators. They help them, they get this POS because they come in early. They withdraw and then they go to the side and then they conclude their.
So in a situation like this, everybody wants to take advantage. Some say even during COVID, a lot of people took advantage. So they see opportunity in crisis situation. Somebody said we have had scarcity of dollar. You can't see it to buy. Even when you put it in your bank, it's always very difficult to retrieve. But now we have scarcity of naira.
Then you ask the question, where did that directive come from to put 1,000 naira in the ATM per withdrawal? Is it a CBN directive? And then give me 5,000 when CBN says 20,000. Is it a directive? And then what will happen next?
My experience is 200 naira, and the maximum you can withdraw is 2,000 naira from GT Bank. So I was expecting the minimum withdrawal should be for the lower denomination. 1,000 naira, 200 naira, 100 good. 500. So not you putting a maximum of 5,000 on a 500 naira or 1,000 naira note. No, I think it should be checked.
Okay, let's hear from you. Let's share some of the emails you sent to us, including that from a POS operator.